We have tested so many Quest head straps over the years. Sometimes companies send them to us, sometimes I buy them myself, and sometimes you out there are so interested in my opinion, you send them to me. This is one of those. Although I do believe this one has been opened, so this isn't gonna be our typical brand new unboxing series. One of you tried this and said, oh, I want your opinion. I don't know if it's bad, good, what, I don't know why. We're gonna find out. Always that small, sharp unboxing knife to check out anything. I also don't know, like I said, this is direct from one of you, same one of you that bought this unboxing sword actually.
I wonder who.
And yep, so I think this is already fully assembled. Oh man, it's one of these ones. The Syntech one. We've seen some models of this before. One thing I've said about the Syntech brand straps is they're so weird because it kind of feels like they made a strap and then they just kept adding crap to it because it doesn't really look that finished when you see the strap. What I mean by that is, let's break this thing down a little bit. Since you're not gonna have to see the whole assembly process, I'll take it apart really quick. So this right here looks like a pretty typical cheap strap from a brand that would be, I would say, about $30. You replace your strap with this and they call it a comfort strap, an elite strap. Goes over the top, takes some weight off your face, boom. Well, and then it's like, they were like, oh man, we still have a whole bunch of these left, but people are now liking battery straps. So let's just add a battery to it. So the battery just snaps onto it, doesn't necessarily have any sort of integrated cabling that runs with it. It was like, oh, let's throw a battery on here somehow and let's send a cable. Literally just goes in the top here. Like you have to even like open this part up. It's not like there's like a separate input, output, you know, it doesn't look like you could dock this thing. It's just like stuck on here now, real high up in the back. And they throw you this thing and you now have an elite battery strap with a removable battery, not necessarily a hot swap battery, but a removable battery. Comes with a little charge already, although like I said, EagleDocs do probably charge this up, used it, tried it out for a while. And then they got hit with the market saying, oh man, head straps now are coming with padding on top and they're more comfortable usually with padding on top. Should we replace the top strap? No, let's just add another strap to it. So now you're just Velcroing on another thing after all this has happened. We've got, this may be on backwards, so I may have to mess with this more. Now you have the best elite strap with all kinds of comfort things and batteries and cables. And it kind of looks like you've merged 3 generations rather than re-engineering the whole thing ever once. But I have an open mind, you know, it doesn't mean just because it's been engineered that way, it doesn't mean it's bad. So let's see. So it is designed for Quest 3 or 3S in theory, because anything Quest 3 can also fit 3S, but it does still have a port here so that for the Quest 3 specifically, your aux port can go on. Top strap does have a nice area with no Velcro on it. We talk about that in these kind of videos because if you're a strap swapper like I am, it makes it much easier if there's not Velcro down the whole thing, although still, sometimes you're not gonna get in there without taking off your facial interface. I like it if I can. I feel like it's a bonus if I can get it in there without taking off my facial interface, but they're not really meant to, so yeah. Boy, this one's stubborn. It doesn't want to go through no matter what I do. Okay, fine. I'll take the whole freaking facial interface off. You're really gonna make me do it.
Yup!
We now have a very wild elite battery strap, charging the Quest with the facial interface and a giant top pad and a broken Quest. If you've watched any of my videos, you're gonna get real sick of hearing there's this age-old debate with Quests ever since the early days, whether you are an elite strap person or a halo strap person. And most of you know what that means by now, but if you don't, elite strap still the main way it holds on is your face. Facial interface pushes in on your face. This is the main way it hits you. You tighten the back, you tighten the front. There is a top pad taking some of the weight off, but in theory, the way this thing cinches down is directly on your eyebrows and your cheekbones. With a halo strap, it adds this extra forehead pad up here that takes more of that weight and pressure. In fact, it can take all of it if you trust it enough to do that, meaning that you don't get quite the same VR face ring, that same pressure on the parts of your face that are more sensitive. Typically, you can wear something on your forehead a lot longer than you can wear it stuck to your face around your eyes. So hard hats actually have like a ring up here where the weight lands instead of obviously pushing down over your eyes. I am personally a halo person, so I always gravitate towards them. But it doesn't mean that elite straps are without their merit. They can be good for really active games. They can hold on well and tight. The thing that's already bugging me about this one is that the rear head pad, it's like hard plastic. If what I said is true, if this is just a repurposed strap, then that part probably hadn't evolved. But a lot of the newer straps now have learned that if they make this flexible, it's gonna fit a lot more head shapes in the back. It's gonna stay tighter, firmer, it's gonna hold on better. And so that's kind of something that's come from all these generations and years now of straps. Just like how top pads on elite straps have pretty much become the industry standard, and this one went and just added one like this. Which I will say, this top pad itself, by itself, I kind of like this. Like even right now, I am considering taking this off and putting it on my PSVR and seeing how it feels on there, because I feel like that could feel good. But it's like no matter what I do with this thing, I just can't get the back of my head feeling secure. It feels like it's gonna like slide up, probably because in the back, I can easily shove a finger in the bottom here where the top is much tighter. So it just kind of feels like only this is touching the back of my head and this part is just kind of willy-nilly. And depending on your head shape, it would be different per person, but that's just not hanging on to me there. It looks rough. It just looks like a lot of random pieces have been slapped together haphazardly. It doesn't mean the final product is bad by any means. Like, it feels okay. If you went from a stock strap to this, you'd stick with this. This would be a huge upgrade from the stock strap. It almost feels a bit more secure without this pad. The neat thing about this being so modular, I guess you could call it, is that I can, in theory, just take everything off of it. I guess it gives you the option, unlike most head straps, of having 3 different styles of straps. Because now this, the original design, just Elite, just the bare minimum, it actually feels kind of refreshing on my head because it feels so light. There's not all that extra weight of the battery, which normally that's good. You want a battery in the back to help counterbalance some of that weight from the headset being so heavy on the front and nothing in the back. If you just needed a bare minimum head strap, and this was on Amazon for like 10 bucks.
I've only got 7.
I'd be like, you know what? Go get it. If you really, that's all you need. You just want something really cheap that's not the stock strap. Like, this is all right. You strap all this other stuff on and it just starts to feel like a little too much on your head so far. But at this point, for me, I say with Quest 3s, you kind of have to have a battery. Like, mine's down to 80 minutes total battery life even on a full charge. That's not long in my mind for games, although it's not the time everyone's spending in there, but you know, that's how I feel. So at this point, we gotta take it away. We gotta play some games. We gotta try all the different modes, put it back together, play it other ways. I might even try this on other headsets just out of curiosity. Like, people with the PSVR 2 a lot of times complain about how tight they have to have it to feel like it's not drooping. And I'm like, man, if I put this on it on the sides, it might fix that and they wouldn't have to over tighten the headset. But totally different headset, totally different experiment, not necessarily relating here, but it does make me curious. So we'll take this thing away for a while and come back at you with some final thoughts. This head strap is a nightmare. There's just so many parts to fiddle with, so many straps everywhere. You got Velcro strap, you got Velcro strap, you got Velcro strap to unhook this Velcro strap with this strap. Personally, and this is probably gonna surprise a lot of people, this thing I hated the most. I actually prefer the whole thing without it. So the weird thing that happened with this particular pad is it's a very soft memory foam pad, meaning that it squishes quite a bit with the weight of the headset in your head. But then the whole time it's trying to uncompress. So it almost feels more like a spring on top of your head than a pad, because it goes down real quickly. And then the whole time you're playing, you feel it kind of trying to lift the headset up off your head. And I even tried it with my PSVR because I was curious about it that way, and I felt the same way. It was just trying to like lift it off my head the whole time I was playing, which is such a problem, you know, if you have a head strap that ever feels like that. It feels really unsecure. I went back and I tried flipping it over and putting it on my PSVR this way with just this strap, not the pad. It helped a little bit, but ultimately that was the worst part of the whole head strap, which you don't have to use. You can take that off and then you're back to more of a design like this, which is a fine Elite strap. It's not super fancy. It's not super nice. It is only 60 bucks for the whole thing with a 10,000 milliamp hour battery pack, which is a pretty decent price. And with 10,000 milliamp hours, you are effectively doubling your Quest playtime. At least that's what they all claim, although I found in testing you get a little bit more. You get like 2.5 hours. Well, that's what they claim you get with the Quest. For me, I'm getting 80 minutes on mine. And with this head strap, you do get all the options of so many other things. Another Velcro strap. There's so many straps everywhere. Now it looks different than it did because I was also messing with testing this, which we'll talk about in another video. This thing, feeding it in and out of the Quest was always a pain for me. It's not that the head strap itself is bad, but I hated it because I'm used to better straps or other straps I like better. And the whole thing feels just kind of cheap and flimsy. And then you add all these extra soft bits that are soft cloth. The whole thing just always felt kind of flaccid, loose everywhere. It just never felt like tight and secure on your head. It just always felt like you were adjusting something was gonna fall down.
That's what she said.
You add the fact that the weight of the battery was a little higher than you really want it to be and was kind of making you feel like it was gonna flop around more. Ultimately, I just hated the head strap. Doesn't mean if someone offered you this for free, take it. Take it if you have the stock strap, and you might love it because you've only used a stock strap. But if you've tried a few other straps out there, this one is gonna hit the bottom of the barrel. But that's my opinion. What is yours? Do you have one of these? Have you tried one of the other ones? Did you buy it when it was just this version? Did you buy it when it was just this version? Or they even sell just this version without any battery at all? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to keep keep the conversation going with you there. Thank you again to EagleDoc Stu who sent me this after he messed around with it. I think you guys said either I can send it back to you or give it to somebody. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If I find someone with only a stock strap, they'd probably like this over that, as I've said. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thank you once again for being here with me, and I'll see you in another reality.